Again, guys, thank you for tuning in. My name is Canadian. Today we're doing another VOD review. This is going to be of PGP, who is a Platinum, I believe this is PC. Let's just confirm that. Oh, no, Platinum Xbox player. So if this is your first time tuning in one of these, my name's Canadian. I'm a Grandmaster Zarya main for the last couple seasons. I make a lot of educational Zarya content, which is available on my YouTube if you're curious. I do these VOD reviews of Zarya players to help them improve, at their positioning, target selection, ability usage, all those sorts of things. So we're going to go ahead and look at PGP's play here. I misspoke, by the way. This is a gold player, which again, not a problem. I've reviewed bronze. I've reviewed top 500. We do all tiers here. So hopefully this helps you guys, and let's get into it.
Attack commencing. Escort.
Interesting, going out the side door. Oh, an important note, because now that there's Roadhog on the screen, this footage is not from Season 5. This is from Season 4. So this is when Roadhog was still good. He had 4 shots and did a lot of damage. This is that Roadhog, not the old Roadhog. So that's why you're seeing him. That Roadhog just, I don't know what he's doing. Bad. Don't do what that Roadhog did. You guys are doing this crazy flank, but you're not pushing the card at all. I'm surprised the red team is this far forward. Good job, focusing the D.Va. I mean, she's a big threat, so I'm sorry, not a big threat, but she's a great target for Zarya because she can't block your beam, so it's always good to shoot down a D.Va. One thing I'm noticing is you don't have allied health bars turned on. I'd probably recommend turning that on so you can see who needs shields better. But that's just a small thing. We do see a shield here on the Reinhardt. Not sure why. No one's shooting at him. There's really no threats. It's not a big deal because the fight's pretty much won, but let's just hope that's not something that happens regularly, because you don't want to be doing those kinds of shields. An important note here, when you're fighting D.Va, and this was in my advanced guide, when her mech is breaking like this, you can launch a grenade at the mech and time it with the D.Va pilot ejection and get free damage on pilot D.Va. So it's definitely something I recommend. Nothing to say there. That's a good kill.
Get over here and heal up.
I'm even stronger.
DPS are doing a good job. That was an okay bubble there because you didn't want your Zenyatta to get hooked. I don't mind that one. That right there is the punishment. I was just saying, like especially versus old Roadhog, it's kind of like a toss-up. Like here, you didn't. This is not a mistake by you when you bubble the Zenyatta here. It's perfectly fine. The error is when your Zenyatta, who knows he just got bubbled, pushes up into Roadhog anyway. So that's kind of an error on Zen's fault. Now the lesson here is, if you let Zen get hooked, he's not going to die, right? It's the follow-up shot that would kill him. So it's, in most situations, as long as it's not going to pull your teammate like massively out of position, it's better to just bubble reactively, like Zen gets hooked, you bubble him, than to, preemptively kind of do the bubble we saw there. Good job using the melee for the finisher. Don't bubble yet till they start shooting at you, so I thought you were gonna bubble there, so I'm glad that you didn't. See, that bubble's alright, his shield's getting shot, not a big deal. Right there's another opportunity for a grenade, but maybe you were out of ammo. Yeah, you had 3 ammo left, so you technically could have done it, but not a big deal that you didn't. Your team is just... Oh, you tried. Your team is just rolling through these guys. They haven't really mounted a great defense. I literally have only seen the enemy DPS for like 4 seconds because your soldier is just killing everyone. There's a good bubble there. Your Reinhardt was swinging his hammer, so you're like, yeah, I'll give him a bubble. I'll rewind that just so. So his shield's getting shot. Then right here, since he dropped his shield, it prompts our Zarya to bubble him, which is fine. You don't want him to die while he's swinging his hammer. Now, when he charges, I wouldn't if you're a Reinhardt player, I would not recommend charging after your Zarya bubbled you. You kind of want those to go hand in hand. So, pretty ballsy charge there. I want to look at our personal shield here. We kind of used personal shield a bit early. So what's happening is Reinhardt charged in, all right, and you literally see Mercy, Diva, everyone's looking at Reinhardt. They're not looking at you, so you didn't really have to use this bubble right here. You could have saved it for like a couple seconds later, like right around here. Now would have been a good time to use the bubble. So just make sure that the enemy team is shooting at you, you have their attention, or there is spam fire coming your way before you pop those personal shields. Like, see, this soldier dude, he's just killing everyone. The grenade opportunity right there. I'm trying to see what this bubble is trying to do. Like you were trying to put it on your Mercy and it kind of got tossed onto your Reinhardt by accident. I'm assuming if it had gone on Mercy, again, since you can't see their health bars, it's hard to say if she did or didn't need it. So this bubble, it's just kind of like a neutral bubble. It's not necessarily bad, it's not necessarily good. It does end up giving you like some energy, not too much, but also, like I said already, right there's another opportunity to grenade Diva's mech as she's getting ejected. Seriously, this Roadhog is just feeding you guys so much ult.
I have found the enemy. Come and face me. Get behind.
Great charge by your Ryan. That was really solid. That Reaper is super overextended. I mean, honestly, your team is making it just like a pretty, easy game for a Zarya player. So let's talk about what I mean by that. So right here, Ryan, great charge, really easy decision to bubble him there. Communication's probably happening, so soldiers like this Reaper behind, we turn around, don't help, but not a big deal. And then the other team, they're just not really very coordinated. So, free Earth Shatter, the Reaper's overextending, the Roadhog's overextending, the Reinhardt's not around obviously because he just died, so just basically get to run around and get charged for free and get to be pretty selective with your bubbles. It's a good bubble there because he was kind of surrounded by 4 enemies. Oh. I'm not sure how I feel about that grab. Let's go back and talk about why. So first off, we see our Reinhardt all the way on the other side. Our Mercy just died, so we know both DPS are up. Our DPS are our Soldier and I want to say it was Tracer. Fortunately, you didn't have enough ammo here to kill the Mercy. It wasn't a bad grab. You did catch a lot of people. I really want to know what the second DPS is. Your Zen, again, super overextended. Make sure to thank your healers, because they have just been keeping you alive like crazy. That bubble was a bit premature. Definitely could have waited. Okay, that's an interesting Sombra play. Oh, your second DPS has been Kree apparently. Did 2 kills there. Good focus on the Mercy specifically. Bubble your Ryan. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. How did your Reinhardt not die right there? Focus on the Mercy so she can't get the res. The team is putting up quite a stalwart defense. I would just leave now. Okay, you have to win off this grab, so watch out for the diva. The any Mercy has resurrect. You didn't really need to bubble your Rhine here. He just finished charging, so now he's gonna be here with his shield, so I probably would have held that bubble. I like the grab. You pop the diva mech, and then here comes the Mercy res. Any second now. That's a fine bubble because he's literally in the middle of a fight swinging at people. Reinhardt should be swinging, man. Why is he just sitting there with his shield up? Shield doesn't block enemy hammer. Get out. There's no way you live this. Yeah, okay. You had a good run. 21 player kill streak. So, what could we have done differently there to like win these fights? In terms, like, your positioning is like pretty good. You're kind of maintaining that middle ground between your Reinhardt and the rest of your team, which I like, because then you can assist Ryan if needed, you can assist your backline if needed. Your target selection is pretty good. You know, you're killing DPS threats when they overextend, like that Sombra, like that Torbjorn. You're melting the Diva mech when she gets too close. You're burning down the Ryan shield, so your target selection is good too. You're having a bit of a reload issue, kind of reloading here and there with like a lot of ammo left. Something to think about. I think your projected barrier use is probably the thing that needs the most work. So like that first rotation there, that one's fine because we're just re-entering the fight. It's not something. Okay, it's something that I would do, just really depending on the situation. So you get the energy from it, but you have to be communicating with your Reinhardt now. Yo, don't go in. I just used bubble. That's kind of, you know, the best way to farm energy for. Sorry. That's the best way to really use bubbles, that if you want energy, like, I'm going to bubble you for energy, give me 8 seconds and we can go in, so that everyone's on the same page. Because now if he charges in, then he obviously isn't a bubble there. Your personal shields have been pretty good too. Some of them are definitely, ooh, I wouldn't have done that one, or withheld it, or make sure they focus you. But like that one right there is good. You used one rotation of barriers to get 80 energy. You're in a super sweet spot as Zarya right now. You just need to, you know, now use your next set of barriers to, you know, enable your teammates to win the fight. Because a barrier gives 40 energy, you're going to be at 60. You only need, even one good personal shield will put you at 100. So you don't even need to use a projected barrier for energy. So don't do it. Ah, you did it. Yeah, I definitely didn't need to do that. Good hack. 2 really good kills. Pop the shield on your buddy. Pop the shield on the Rhine. On the Rhine. Okay, so you're hacked. You had a really good kill there on Sombra. Really good kill on Torbjorn right here. Your Reinhardt is just getting like absolutely focused by Reinhardt, Diva. That's pretty much it. But he needs help so bad. Definitely should have put this bubble on him. Bubble on the Mercy, but your Mercy overextended. I'm assuming she was trying to get the res on the Reinhardt, but she looked like she was in range, so I'm not sure what that was about. Overextended just a hair there. Alright, so I was kind of, so right here in my head, I was like, okay, bobbing and weaving is going well, good bob and weave, but right when you walk past this pillar, just a little bit too far, because your Mercy's down, your Reinhardt's down, you are now the front line, you are now the most obvious target to focus based on your positioning and your threat level. I mean, 70 energy Zarya in the front line is a giant threat. So everyone's going to look at you. You do have a barrier, but this barrier should have been something to, like, you use it to, like, back away around the corner. Yeah, because right, if you saw that look back right there, you see that there is no one around. There's one guy over here, but that's it. Unfortunate, because you definitely, with a minute left, if you could have gotten out and kept your 100 energy, that would have been huge going into the next fight. So That's okay. That's why we do these. To, improve ourselves, to get better. We really need good graviton here. Your Mercy needs to get a good res off also. Ooh. Okay, so a couple of things here. We hear the hack go off on your Rhine. You can like hear the sound effect. And you want to push past the McCree to get the shield on him, on your Reinhardt, but I don't know if you meant to bubble your Rhine, but because he's not even in vision, so I think you were meaning to bubble McCree, so kind of unfortunate there with 40 seconds left. That would have been a great bubble for you, would have got a lot of energy, would have saved your Reinhardt. I mean, the other thing is your Reinhardt was a bit too far from your healer, so not necessarily just all on the Zarya. Not necessarily Zarya's fault, just something we could do better. Shield people. Ooh, good shield on the McCree. Yeah, melt the D.Va mech. Good grab, really good grab. Beautiful. Your Reinhardt messed up, but the rest of it was so good. Okay, so this is why so good. So number one, very good job obliterating that D.Va mech and getting the graviton off. Super, super, super well done. Right here, your Reinhardt should not have Earth Shattered, right? Because an enemy Reinhardt, the most obvious thing to do when you get sucked into grav is throw up your shield. So this was a mistake by your allied Reinhardt. Now, he does redeem himself because as a Reinhardt, as an allied Reinhardt fighting a graviton, what you want to do is fire strike, so you hit everyone in the graviton, and then charge, so you take away the enemy Reinhardt shield, which is what we see happen, right? He, whiffs the Earth Shatter. Okay, we'll just ignore that. He charges, taking away the red Reinhardt shield, and then your soldier visor in the back just obliterates everyone, which was super, super good. So all of that was enabled because of the outstanding Zarya play at the end there, melting the D.Va mech and getting a great grab on the whole team. So good job there, enabling your team, doing your best to help your team finish this map out. Oh, you guys transcended one little turret? I would not have recommended that. What were your barriers here? That Transcendence I'm not really a big fan of. You really didn't need to barrier the turret. It had 25 HP left. Not a fan of that personal shield. And you're literally sitting in the Transcendence. So that was also not a great personal shield. Now the second barrier here, I'm pretty sure Zarya is trying to get the barrier on the Reinhardt. But just the soldier's kind of in the way. So it's unfortunate, now obviously now that you popped up, you had to clear a sight line. So just that, in hindsight, like just waited that like 1 second. So I guess the lesson with this barrier we're seeing is, just do your best to make sure that when you press the button, you're bearing the right target. Now, of course, there are plenty of times when you can have the most perfect vision of an ally and someone else jumps in front of you or runs right across your path, and you can't control that. But I think this one here is definitely something we could have controlled. If we looked over, we saw, okay, there's soldier, there's Reinhardt. If I jump on the payload, then I can bury your Reinhardt. So not a big deal, just something to, keep in mind in the future. As your Reinhardt does go down right here. Oh no, he's still alive. Oh wow. Yeah, shield them, let him swing. Wow, that was insane. That was really good. So, that was a really solid, I think that third point, oh, that was the whole thing, guys. Oh, that was the whole video. Wait, was it? Oh yeah, it was. Hey. Okay, well, I didn't realize it was just the attack. So final thoughts on, come on. So final thoughts on that are, that third point was definitely the most interesting part of this video. Those first 2 points, you guys just completely rolled them. There wasn't really much to say too much about the Zarya play in the, point 1 and point 2. But, overall your positioning is pretty good. Obviously just little things here and there, just kind of keeping in mind who's alive on your team, what's your survivability in any given situation, so you know when it's time to retreat or when you have the opportunity to push forward. Holy Jesus, when did... R9 Devil cheer 1,000 bits. I totally missed that. R9 Devil cheers 1,000 says, "Hey Canadian, thanks for the VOD review the other day. Sorry I couldn't make it as I was traveling." Holy jeez, I completely missed that. It didn't play the sensitivity, the thing. I'm so sorry. R9 Devil, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Um, Sorry I missed it. Also, IceBear117, my new sensitivity is actually 2.5, not 2.7. I should update that also. I don't have an emote, guys, but put some sort of emote in the chat for R9 Devil there. He's just came in huge with the 1,000 bits. Again, thank you so much. I'm glad. I hope you found your review helpful. I'm glad that I was able to help you. Sorry about that distraction. So, going back to what I was saying, positioning was really good in this. In this video, again, like I was saying, just kind of learn your bob and weave a little bit better. Now, again, no one has a perfect bob and weave. Ooh, I shouldn't say that. Maybe there might be like one or two people that have a perfect Zarya bob and weave, but positioning is good. Target selection, very good. You made a big threat out of that diva mech, or I'm sorry, you just obliterated that diva mech so many times, which is really good. You had a lot of really good grabs. I'd just say the one thing is to try and combo something with it in the future. You had a lot of amazing gravitons that were, unfortunately, your team wasn't able to capitalize on all of them. But I mean, that last one was super good. But just, hey, I'm gonna grab, get ready to fire strike, charge in. Just some sort of communication to go along with that to make those grabs go from great to just like mind blowing. I talked about there was a slight reload issue. I talked about personal shields. Projected barriers definitely kind of, and we talked about a few of them, but really think about when you shield someone, why you're doing it. If your Reinhardt's charging in, you shield them because you want to help them create the space they're creating. You want to protect him while he's vulnerable. You want to enable him to swing his hammer, those sorts of things. And when you shield a Reinhardt that has his shield up, the usual reason for that is either his shield's about to break, so I'm going to shield him to protect him a little longer so he can retreat, or I want some energy. Things that we didn't really see was shielding a teammate that was ulting, like your soldier or something. We didn't really see you shield Mercy too much. She wasn't really on screen that much, so that's not something that you did wrong. Just in general, shielding a Mercy to protect her so that she could, get a resurrect off. I'd say one other thing in terms of positioning is try and push when your Reinhardt pushes up. Try and push up too, so you can get those line of sight barriers on him. Because there was a couple times Reinhardt would charge in and then he's like around a corner or something, which again, not 100% your fault, because just the terrain of the map. But if you position relative to your Ryan, you might be able to get those barriers on him to save him. I think we saw at least twice he did die when we had barriers and were around. So just something else to keep in mind. But overall, it was a really good game, solid play. Hopefully, the things we talked about help you improve and help others improve also. So that's going to be it for this VOD review, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good one. Or wait, I forgot the plug of my Twitch, my YouTube, my Twitter, and my Discord. All that's going to be in the description. Okay, shameless plug done. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Thanks for sticking around till the end of the video. Check out these two other videos on the left-hand side, and be sure to subscribe by clicking that button on the right. If you like all of this stuff, you can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, and of course, YouTube. All the links will be in the description below. Again, thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a good one.